So the Eagle River Fire Protection District was formed as a fire protection district in 2000. Prior to that, it existed really as a conglomerate of a variety of metro districts that were sharing resources to provide fire protection in the area. So voters in 2000 voted to consolidate into one fire protection district. For us as a relatively rural fire department, we have to look at the wide variety of types of risk that the community endures. And so for a largely urbanized fire department, they may respond to structure fires, traffic accidents, hazardous materials, but perhaps they don't have a wildfire component. Perhaps they don't have to worry about river rescues. So for us, because we are in an environment that actually includes areas that are pretty densely populated as well as areas that would qualify for absolute wilderness, we have to ensure we have a skill set that matches the kinds of risk, which runs the gamut.
Some of the technical programs here at Eagle River Fire include rope rescue, swiftwater rescue, ice rescue, confined space rescue, structural collapse and trench rescue, automotive extrication, and hazardous materials response.
Controlled burns are important for many reasons. The primary objective of the burns that we just completed this spring were to protect homes and reduce the risk of catastrophic wildfire in that area. Some of the other benefits include ecosystem health and habitat restoration. And for us at Eagle River Fire, a great benefit was the training aspect of it, is that our firefighters were able to participate in live fire training in a wildland domain where they may not get to have that participation.
The process for hiring at Eagle River Fire is based on our desire to hire people who are local or somewhere around the area, or people who are coming here with the desire to be at Eagle River Fire. We are less concerned this time with ensuring they come to us with the proper certifications, such as EMT and Firefighter 1, and more about determining their fit to us as an organization and our culture.
Fire prevention is multifaceted. So we spend a lot of time going into schools to educate children. That way it's something that they grow up with, knowing that there's particular things that they can do to make themselves and their communities safer. And then as far as Eagle River Fire is concerned, we spend a lot of time making sure that our crews are educated on things that they can say to the community when they have interactions with the community, because we know that most people will not use the fire department, and we want to keep it that way. So when we have those opportunities, we look for those opportunities to try to increase awareness.
Well, one other aspect of the organization that really excites us is that we have, for the very first time in the district's history, started running our own internal academies for career firefighters. So what we now, starting this year, have begun doing is hiring from those people who wish to become firefighters but don't already have the training or the certification. And we will provide them the opportunity to gain that training and certification and train them in our own academy.
The Academy prepares future firefighters for their job by foundationally getting them the required certifications that they need in order to even do the job. Beyond that, it also gives them the ability to get physical training, to get into the right shape for the job. It gives them the ability to learn the most foundational things that will set them up for success on day one.
Some of the differences that make being a firefighter here unique is we have a broad set of responsibilities. And so compared to some of my friends who work in the big city, they run a high volume of traditional fire calls. We also mix in a lot of automotive extrication, and we do rescues in the river, rescue in high angle slopes adjacent to roadways. So we do some of the stuff that you wouldn't be doing in Midwest America.
Eagle River Fire is the coordinating host and the parent agency for the Eagle Valley Wildland program. And the Eagle Valley Wildland program is a partnership between Eagle River Fire, Greater Eagle Fire, Gypsum Fire, and Eagle County. And that has blossomed into many other stakeholders throughout Eagle County, like towns and HOAs, property owners associations, and metro districts. And they rely on us, Eagle River Fire, to design, maintain, and implement all their wildfire mitigation projects throughout Eagle County.
Teaching risk reduction is really important for us because That's one of the ways that we reduce the need for the fire department. And we found that our involvement with the schools actually trickles up to parents that we wouldn't necessarily reach out to on a regular basis. And so we really encourage families to talk to their parents about safe ways in and out of their house or what they would do in case of an emergency. And then we also know that we will continue to have incidents. And so we want to make sure to educate our community as best we can for their actions during and after an incident. It's been a great journey at Eagle River Fire, and I think it's one where we are constantly training and looking for the future and making changes and adjustments based on new technology or new ideas that come out in the field. And so I feel really privileged to be able to grow up in the fire service with Eagle River Fire.